And welcome to Bushnell-Prairie City High School here on this Friday evening. Little basketball action for it. JV and varsity contest coming up between the BPC Spartans and the South Fulton Rebels. About a month since BPC was on the home floor and rocked the place night here at BPC tonight, as the elementary students will be performing following the JV contest. Chris Frankhauser here, Adam Hulett running the camera for us here on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor pregame show. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Stop in also on game nights. Check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to the victory. About 3.5 minutes here on the pregame show clock. And last we saw BPC on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH was at the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. And good to see the Spartans back here on the home floor taking on the Rebels from South Fulton. The Rebels will be in the road purple uniforms with the green and white and black trim. Spartans in the home white with the red and blue trim this evening. And thanks for tuning in. Should have a couple of dandy basketball games for you here on this Friday evening. Coming up tomorrow, we have girls basketball back here. Also been about a month since we saw the Lady Spartans here at BPC High School. They will be home for a game at 5 o'clock, and we'll have that one for you as well here on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Don't forget, chat us up on the live chat. Let us know where you're tuning into on this little snowy Friday evening. And we're going to step aside here for a minute. We'll be back with the tip of this one here in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, just about a minute on the pregame show, or the pregame clock here at BPC High School. As we said, it is Rock the Place night. We'll stay on this feed for the Rock the Place festivities here, and then we will jump into the new feed for our varsity contest coming up around 7:30 or so. You're tuned into the JoJo's Gaming Parlor pregame show. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game night, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Kristen Grable going to jump it up for BPC. We'll get those starters to you here in a minute. Riley Fogelsong to jump it up for South Fulton. The tip controlled by the Rebels, number 22, Weston Chenoweth, with the basketball, looking for some help. Picks up the dribble, far corner. Inside the Rebels are going to go, and that is Riley Fogelsong, and a 2-0 lead for the South Fulton Rebels. And there we go. Got our scoreboard lagging a little bit behind. That is Braylon Griffiths with it for BPC. Swings it over right wing to Thomas Anderson. Dylan King now with it, number 23. They go inside, try to go inside to Graybill, and it's poked away. And King's going to get a hand on it, steal it right back for BPC. Gets it to Griffiths. Griffiths 2-on-1, going to take it strong to the hoop. No. Rebound tapped around, is going to go out of bounds to BPC. Let's get the starters for BPC. Griffiths, Christian Graybill, 21. Parker Groudage, 23. Dylan King. And number 10, Braylon Griffiths. And we're going to get a foul on the floor. I believe foul whistled on Graybill fouled on the play. Foul, I believe, is going to be on Ryan Fogelsong. It is his first, team's first, and Christian Graybill to the line for a couple of free throws. Rattles the first one down. 2-1 lead now for South Fulton. Second one off the back iron, no good. Fogelsong there for the rebound for South Fulton. He'll get it across midcourt. Picked up by Groudage. All poked around, number 30 with it. That is number 30 as I can't read my own handwriting here. Xander Thinner. Dylan King whistled for the foul for BPC. His first team foul, number 1 on BPC. 2-1 lead for the Rebels, 6:51 to go. That will be Thinner to inbound the ball. And the shot up, no good. Rebound down to BPC. Parker Groudage with it. He'll get it over to Braylon Griffiths. Griffiths going to set up the offense. 6:30 to play here in the first quarter. 2-1 lead for the Rebels. Inside they go to Groudage just inside the free throw line. He's going to spin down. Going to lose the handle. Going to be a jump ball, and it will alternate possession. Will go to BPC. Shot up, and there's going to be a foul whistled on South Fulton on the shot. I think that'll be Graybill going back to the line. And it's going to be on Riley Fogelsong. That will be his second, team second. Back to the line where he was 1 of 2 earlier. Number 34, Christian Graybill. And hits the first one, and we are tied at 2. Our score, 6:23. Graybill off the back iron, just like the last time, no good. Rebound down to number 22, Weston Chenoweth. He's going to kick it off far side. That's number 30. Thinner with the basketball now to 11. Young. Young's going to drive in, lost the handle, but going to get a reach-in foul whistled on BPC. I don't know if that'll go on Griffiths or Groudage. Nope, it's going to go on Anderson. His first. Team's second. There we go. Our scoreboard updated. Long shot, no good. Rebound to Fogelsong. He's going to back it in, kick it around now to Young. Near corner, up 3, no good by number 30. Thinner, and a rebound down to BPC. Groudage with it, number 21. Right-hand dribble is going to drive in, and we're going to get a hand check on number 11, freshman Sincere Young, his first. Team foul number 3 on South Fulton. Groudage to trigger, 5:50 to play here first quarter. Inbound pass, tried to get it into Graybill, and we're going to get a carry or step on the end line. It'll go to South Fulton. And a steal by BPC. Griffiths kicks it over to Groudage. Groudage head fakes, drives in, shot a little too strong off the glass. Rebound down to 22. Weston Chenoweth for South Fulton. to Thinner. Back into the near corner, nearly overthrow. Nice save by Chenoweth. Now Young going to drive free throw line, goes around the right side, bounce pass inside, and we're going to get a jump ball. Kyler Clemens up strong for the shot, blocked by Grable. And Groudage going to check out now, number 31. Brayton Lowe into the ball game for BPC. Quick three off the inbound by Young, too long. Rebound track down by Lowe. He'll outlet over to King. King's going to get it up back over to number 10, Braylon Griffiths. 5:05 to play, 2-2 our score. Inside pass from Anderson to Lowe, and he's going to be tied up inside by number 22, Weston Chenoweth, and it'll stay with BPC. Griffith's going to try to go to Grable. Ball off his hand. Young quickly the other way for South Fulton. Shot up, blocked, partially blocked, I believe, by King. And BPC with the basketball. Here comes Griffiths. He's going to spin one up off the glass and in. Braylon Griffiths for two, puts BPC on top, 4-2. Young going to go the other way, goes inside. The shot off the glass, a little too strong. Rebound down to number 33, Clemens. Shot by Thinner is long, and it's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rebels with 4:28 to play. Clemens now to Young, right wing. Thought about a three, picks it up. Ball stolen away by Griffiths. One-on-one, Clemens going to get back. Shot no good, and the rebound flying in there. Anderson with a good rebound. King goes up strong for the foul shot, and he is fouled, and he'll go to the line. Dylan King going to get a couple of free throws. Foul on number Sear Young, his second, team's fourth. King up and good on the first. 5-2 lead for BPC. 4:14 to go. King with one more. And this one off the back iron, no good. So BPC thus far, 6 free throws and made the first 3, and off the back iron on the second attempt. Young's going to drive in. He's going to drive baseline, kicks it out to number 45 in the ball game, Caleb Burton. Young now the 3 ball up and good by Weston Chenoweth for South Fulton, and that ties it at 5. 5-5 our score, under 4 to play, 3:45 to go here in the opening quarter. Thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Christian Grable with it for BPC, number 34, left wing to Anderson. Lowe's going to fire a 3 up and way too strong off the far side of the glass. Rebound down to South Fulton. And Young's going to lose the handle on the far side. It'll go to BPC with 3:25 to go. Number 11, Jalen Robinson into the ball game for the first time for BPC. Griffiths will bring it up. He'll be picked up by number 33, Kyler Clemens. Shot no. Great for the rebound, goes up and straight up, and they're going to call a foul on, I believe that's going to go on Clemens. Nope, that is going to go on Vogelsong. That's his third. And to the line, Grable for a couple more. First one's off, no good. And into the lineup, number 2, Bentley Weaver for South Fulton. Grable with 2 points from the night, 2 of 5 from the line thus far. Second one up, and second one is good. He's got 3, and a 1-point lead for BPC at 6-5. Stolen away. Graybill going to bring it up. Going to cross over, scoop it up, count it, and a foul. Blocking foul on Clemens, or Chenoweth, I should say. My apologies. So count the basket for BPC. 8-5 lead for BPC, and Graybill misses the free throw. So a 3-point BPC lead. Chenoweth far corner, outlets over to Weaver. Inside they're going to go to Burton. 3 ball up, and it's going to be short. Good box out there by Anderson for BPC. The 3-pointer up by Chenoweth was no good. Braylon Griffiths with it now for BPC. He's going to drive right side baseline, reverse layup, up and good. Braylon Griffiths now with 4, and a 10-5 lead for BPC. 33 with it for the Rebels. That was Clemens. 30, Thinner. And we're going to get a foul out front on BPC. Going to go on number 11, Jaden Robinson, his first. Team's third. 2:10 to play. Chenoweth 2 inbound for South Fulton. Gets it over to Thinner. To Weaver. Bentley Weaver, number 2, a freshman. Now back to Thinner. He'll be picked up by Griffiths. And we're going to get a timeout taken by South Fulton, I believe. Full timeout. So with 2 minutes exactly on the clock, we can tell you about Raritan State Bank. Bushnell branch located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell. They offer full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank, a friendly service, or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Also brought to you by King Family Chiropractic with locations of Bushnell and Macomb. Support BPC Athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, in Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-MyDC, 6932. And they also perform a DOT and CDL physicals for just $85. That's King Family Chiropractic. 5-point lead for BPC, 10-5. Thanks for tuning in. Chris Rankhauser here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Adam Hulett on the camera duties this evening. Appreciate his help, as always. Rebel basketball out of the timeout. It'll be number 22, Chenoweth, Weston Chenoweth, to inbound. And he'll inbound to the backcourt to Xander Thinner. Back to Chenoweth, now far side. That is 33, Clemens. Back to Chenoweth. 1:50 to go. Right wing, nearly losing it. And it's tipped into the backcourt, picked up by the Rebels. Xander Thinner, number 30. Goes to number 33. Clemens up off the glass and good. Tyler Clemens gets in the scorebook for the first time tonight. 10-7 in favor of BPC. 3-point lead for the Spartans. Griffiths with it, right wing, over to Robinson. He's going to drive left hand, picks the dribble up over to Griffiths. He'll set things back up with the Spartan logo. Now to King, left wing. Inside they're going to go. Lowe's there. Waited a little too long, I thought, to get the shot up. Griffiths is going to pick up the loose ball. He's going to throw one up and in. Braylon Griffiths now with 6. And back to a 5-point lead as we near 1 minute to play. Nice pass break by South Fulton. The shot up by Burton was a little too strong. Rebound down to Groundage, number 21, for BPC. He's going to race the other way. Hands off to Griffiths, down to 45 seconds to play here, first quarter. He'll swing around to Robinson now, left wing. Inside they're going to go. Groundage going to spin one up off the glass and in. Parker Groundage with 2. And turnover on the pass on the break. And it'll go back to BPC. 14-7 lead for the Spartans. And we're going to see a substitution. 32 into the ball game for the Rebels. That is Perry Long, a sophomore. Down to 28 seconds on the clock. Griffiths with it for BPC. Right hand now to the left. He is down to 18. Griffiths still with the basketball, looking for some motion out of the rest of the Spartans. Inside pass, free throw line, Dylan King. Head fake, and he's going to pick up the pivot foot. Turnover to the Rebels. South Fulton will have it down 7 with 9.3 seconds to play here in our first quarter. Spartans going to show full court pressure. Burton with it, gets it over to Chenoweth. Now to number 33, Thinner. He's going to bring it across midcourt. We're going to have a blocking foul on BPC with 1.4 seconds to go. And that's going to go on Parker Groudage, his first. Team's fourth. So this will have to be a quick in on this entry pass with just 1.4 seconds ago. Looks like Chenoweth to trigger the inbound for the Rebels. He gets it into Thinner. Thinner has a shot blocked by King, and that will do it for the opening quarter here from BPC High School. As we head to the second, it's 14-7 in favor of BPC. We'll be back here in just a moment. You're tuned in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We typically see 40-plus patients a day. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave here. I feel like we have nurses that care so much. We're more than a team. It's a family. And
back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School as we head to the second quarter, 14-7 in favor of the Spartans. It will be South Fulton basketball. Tony Grable cheering from home. Go Spartans, number 34. Thanks for tuning in there, mom of number 34, Christian Grable. Appreciate you tuned in this evening. South Fulton with the basketball. Chenoweth to number 33, Clemens. Clemens going to drive baseline left side and going to be whistled for a traveling violation. Ball will go back to BPC. Number 12, Riley Fogelsong back into the ballgame. Picked up 3 fouls in the first half of the first quarter. Griffiths with it for BPC. Swings around now to Lowe. Griffiths with it, top of the circle. Robinson now Low, far corner. Back to Robinson, down to 7:30 to play first half. They try to go to Graybill, and the ball going to go out of bounds. Griffiths tried to save it, but the freshman for BPC stepped on the sideline, so it'll go back to the Rebels as number 22, Chenoweth, to trigger the inbounds. Gets it into a Thinner. Xander Thinner, far side. That's Fogelsong with it. He's going to drive baseline. Reverse layup, no. Rebound poked around and still loose, picked up by the Rebels. Inside, that is number 33 up on the shot, Kyler Clemens. And the shot is no good, but he's going to go to the free throw line. As we will head to the foul line as King whistled for his second. Team's first. Free throw up and free throw off, no good for number 33, Kyler Clemens. Rebound shot up and good by Fogelsong for South Fulton, and a second foul going to be whistled on BPC. Fogelsong now with 4. That'll be on Graybill. He'll his first, team second. And a three-point play is good. So 14-10 in favor of BPC. 7:09 to play here in the first half. Anderson back for BPC. Graybill with it. Number 34 for the Spartans. So he's around to Anderson. Over to Lowe. Lowe with a right-hand dribble to Robinson. Fake the inbound pass. Griffiths now left wing. He'll drive in. Picks up the dribble. Swings around now right wing to Graybill. 6:45 to go here in the first half. Ball tipped and stolen away by South Fulton by number 32. Perry Long with the steal, and the ball loose and now picked up by Graybill. He's going to have the ball poked away from, just lost a handle on it. It'll stay with or go back to South Fulton. 6:32 to play here. 4-point lead for BPC. Fogelsong with it, picked up by Anderson. Triple team now swinging around, and now Clemens going to go back to Fogelsong. Ball going to be poked away out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rebels. Number 30, Xander Thinner, to inbound the ball for the Rebels. Bounce pass back into Fogelsong. He's going to go up strong. Got his own rebound, goes back up again, has a shot blocked from behind. Now Lowe's going to have it stolen away. As a quick pass to Fogelsong, nice head fake up off the glass and good for South Fulton. Riley Fogelsong now with 6 and down to just a 2-point lead for BPC, 14-12. Griffiths with it, screened by Graybill. Picks up the dribble to Anderson. Back to Griffiths, 5:45 to play here in the opening half. Back to Graybill. Robinson lost a handle on it, off his foot now, has it over to Lowe. Right hand dribble to Anderson. Spartans good patience thus far, go inside to Graybill. Robinson going to fire up a three, it's way long, and rebound down to number 32. Perry Long for the Rebels. He'll get it back in the far corner, now to Fogelsong, free throw line extended. Jump step, up, no, shot, no, rebound up and good again. Fogelsong with 6 in the quarter, and we are tied again at 14 apiece. 5:06 to play here in the opening half from BPC High School. Thanks for tuning in. Chris Rankhauser here with you on TSSR Game Time Live. Griffiths, nice little stop fake shot, a little long. Fogelsong there, or no, that was Fogelsong. My apologies. Looked like a 22, but that is Fogelsong. Now to Clemens. Clemens going to fire up a three. It's going to be short. Good box out and pick up by Lowe for BPC. Numbers aren't there. 3-on-2. Going to go cross court to Griffiths. Griffiths going to step back and pop a three. Off the back iron. No. Rebound loose and picked up by Fogelsong for the Rebels. Quickly the other way. Off the right side. A little rocker step. No. Rebound down to Lowe, and he'll lose it out of bounds. It'll go back to South Fulton with 4:23 to play. Dylan King back for BPC, number 23. As 31, Lowe will check out. Lob inside to number 33. That is Clemens, and his shot, no. Fogelsong there for the rebound, strong on the putback, and he'll go to the line for 2. As the foul whistled on number 11. Jaden Robinson, his second, team's third. And Riley Fogelsong back to the line. Missed the earlier free throw on the three-point play. We'll have a couple coming up here. First one up, and first one is good. 15-14 lead as we see number 2, Bentley Weaver back, the freshman for South Fulton. Fogelsong will have one more. Second one on the way, and it rattles down and good as well. Fogelsong now with 8 in the quarter and a 2-point lead for the Rebels at 16-14. Griffiths will swing around to Anderson, far side. Inside, they're going to try to go to Graybill. Nice help by Fogelsong. Had it momentarily. Anderson got it back now to Robinson. Lost the handle to King near corner. Inside, they're going to go to Graybill. Grable going to be double teamed, going to have the ball poked away out of bounds. It'll stay with BPC. 3:50 on the game clock here in the first half. Substitution number 21, Parker Groundage back for BPC, as Robinson will take a seat over with Coach Yoakum. Griffiths to trigger, gets it into King. Cross court, they're going to go to Groundage. Top of the circle, has it poked away. And Weaver going to pick up the basketball for South Fulton. Outlets over to number 22, Weston Chenoweth. And I thank you, Astoria Christian Church's Diner. I appreciate that. And the Rebels tackle on two more. And the ball poked away. And poked away again now by BPC. Groundage with it. He'll float one up off the glass. And a rebound down to Dylan King. He gets it out to Griffiths near side. To Grable. Grable going to back Fogelsong down. A little too strong on the shot. Rebound down to Clemens for South Fulton. Griffiths now with a steal. Fogelsong will pick him up. A little head fake. A nice up and good left-hand layup by Braylon Griffiths. Gets the Spartans back within two at 18-16. 2:35 to go. Thiner with it in a far corner for the Rebels. Loses the handle. Grable going to pick it up. 2-on-1, gets it over to Griffiths. Nice pass, shot no. Grable there has the ball poked away, has it poked away again. And South Fulton out with a basketball. Breaking the other way, that's number 33, Clemens. Shot up, no, but he'll go to the free throw line for two with 2:21 to play here in the opening half. You're quite welcome, Astoria Christian Church. Thank you for straightening me out on the pronunciation there. As Kyler Clemens the line for two. Rebels with a 2-point lead, 18-16. First one up. First one off the right side of the back iron, no good. And we're going to see number 20, Shaden Shannon, and 31, Brayton Lowe back for BPC. Fogelsong going to check out as we see 45, Caleb Burton, a freshman, back for the South Fulton Rebels. Kyler Clemens with one more. This one off the back iron, no good. Good hustle, and Burton going to track down the rebound on the far side. Back to Clemens. Shot up and good. High off the glass. But Kyler Clemens, he's got four, and the lead back to 4 for the Rebels at 20-16. 2:10 to play here in the first half. Braylon Griffiths will bring it up for BPC. Gets it to Graybill, free throw line. Over to Lowe. Lowe left-hand dribble, going to float one off the glass and in. Braylon Lowe with two. Only the second field goal in the quarter for BPC, and we're back to a 2-point game. We lost our scoreboard there for a minute, I think. And a shot up and good. Clemens for two. That gives him 6. We did lose our scoreboard there for a minute. We can get that back up for you. There we go. 22-18 in favor of the Rebels. 1:20 to play here in the second quarter. Get that fixed as well. I don't know why my quarter says first. There we go. Braylon Griffiths with it for BPC. Far side. Picks up the dribble. On top now to Graybill. Back to Griffiths at the Spartan logo as we're under a minute to go. 57 seconds to play here in the opening half. 4-point Rebel lead. Griffiths going to drive in, give and go to Grable. Lost the handle on it. Picked up by South Fulton, number 22. Weston Chenoweth with it. Thought about a three from the near corner. Thiner up with a three from the left wing. No good. And rebound going to go out of bounds to BPC with 38.4 seconds to play. Groundage going to check back for BPC as number 20, Shannon will have a seat on the Spartan bench. 4-point Rebel lead, 22-18, down to 34 seconds. Griffith will bring it up for BPC. Free throw line, going to try to go into Grayball, and Grayball, good hard contact and with Burton, and he gets up. He's okay. Hard hit there on the floor for Christian Grayball for BPC, and he's okay. Glad to see that. 26.9 seconds to play here in the opening half. Thiner with it for South Fulton. He's going to drive in right side. A little floater from about 10. No good. Rebound down to Dylan King. Down to 18 seconds. Spartans come the other way. Hand off to Griffiths. Down to 10. Griffiths going to clear out, and ball going to be poked away out of bounds. It's going to go. They're going to say it's South Fulton basketball with 7.7 seconds to play. Thiner's going to get it. Down to 5, down to 4. Looking for some help. Tries to go inside. Stolen away by Groudage. And he'll heave it full court. And it's going to come up a little short. And at the end of the first half, it's 22-18 in favor of the Rebels of South Fulton. We'll step aside and we'll have our MDH interview. I'm back here with the second half in just a few moments. You're tuned in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
And welcome back. I'm here with Emily Alden now. And Emily, patient advocate, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
That sounds like a title that encompasses a whole lot. Let's first put it in simple words if you can, and then we'll kind of go in depth with it a little bit.
Yes, as the patient advocate, there is a lot to do in the role, but it's a fantastic opportunity. So generally speaking, I will help patients. I will talk about the service that they have here and just in general measure the patient experience for the entire organization.
Well, speaking of knowing the entire organization, kind of the theme has been everybody knows everybody at MDH because you're a smaller rural hospital, even though MDH offers a lot. You literally have to probably know everybody or most everybody because you need to know what each thing's going to happen if that patient's dealing with it.
Yes, that's very true. When I first stepped into the role about a year ago, it was really an interesting and fantastic opportunity to get to know all of the departments, how they work together and individually, and just to see the well-oiled machine.
Well, patient care, obviously, at a hospital is key. You're a key part of that. What is it about patient care at MDH that makes MDH special?
Service excellence internally to provide the best patient care is top of mind here for all of our staff across every single level, every single department, and the organization as a whole. It's a big focus. So we make sure that we take care of our patients and that they have the best experience possible. We're very open to feedback. We always want to improve in areas that we can improve. So we always have open ears. We always appreciate the feedback that we receive.
You are working with all departments. And when a patient comes in, let's say they come into the ER and then they come to ICU and then they go to the floor, your job kind of is to let the patients know what you can do, right? Or what you offer, or what they can do. Am I missing that? Is that correct?
Yes, actually, our case management department is instrumental with that side of things. Every once in a while, I'll step in and just check in on patients, see how their experience overall is going, to collect that feedback and see if we can implement any changes to make it even better.
So you deal with patients in so many different departments, and really they can go all the way from getting here in the ER to physical therapy on the way out, right?
Yes, absolutely. So MDH has a lot to offer our patients. So while you're here, if you're just running in for some outpatient tests, whether it's lab work or visiting our radiology department, convenience clinic, visiting your primary care provider over at MDH Family Clinic, emergency room, labor and delivery. There are so many different departments that work so well together, and our team is a family. The organization in itself is a family, and so everybody does a great job at trying to understand what departments do that aren't their own, so that way we can make it a seamless experience for our patients.
Well, and then as a patient advocate, right, you just kind of all that together and look at it, right, and then see as patient A comes through, what can we do to make patient B, who might follow them, a little bit better next time?
Absolutely.
So what as you do that, what kind of things do you look for? I mean, what I would imagine with MDH as it continues to improve, you start looking for smaller things, right? So the obvious things are maybe gone. So then you start looking at little things to make the sometimes the worst experience of their life, right, a little bit better as they work through.
Yes, most definitely. So you never know what kind of day somebody's having when they walk through our doors, and you don't know what they're necessarily here for. So it's important to keep an open mind and take a look at what can we ask them that's specific to their experience. Why are they here? Comfort them and make sure that we ask the right questions so that we can purposefully pull out information that we can work on.
Yeah, and I think we've talked a lot about different things from different people. You're, besides Bill, the CEO, you're the one person that kind of helps with, like, it gets your hands in a little bit of everything as far as the patient is concerned. Everybody's talked about it being a family, and you've even mentioned it being a family. Does the fact that everybody knows everybody as far as employees, from the CEO down to the CNAs, does that kind of make your job a little bit easier?
Absolutely. When you're a family, you care about each other, and we are all here for one purpose, and that is to provide the best experience for our patients that we possibly can. So when you are a tight-knit family, it's just great to be, we're a community, a family, a community, and we are here to serve our patients. And when everybody has that one purpose, it's a great feeling.
Well, Emily, I appreciate you stopping and talking to us, and keep fighting for the patients.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much.
We'll be back after this.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We typically see 40+ patients a day. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave here. I feel like we have nurses that care so much. We're more than a team. It's a family, and we want what's best for the patient.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, halftime of our JV contest, 22-18 in favor of the South Fulton Rebels. It was a tale of two different quarters, as it was 14-7 after one in favor of BPC, but South Fulton coming out and outscoring the Spartans 15-4 in the second quarter, and that gives us our 4-point advantage for the Rebels here at the break. About 2 minutes still on the clock here before we get the second half tipped off. We can tell you about Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell for over 100 years. Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home, agriculture lending, and its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. Farmers and Merchants is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Also brought to you by Rosie's Pizza. They offer something for everyone with pasta sandwiches and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. Thanks again for tuning in. Chat us up. Let us know where you're tuned into this evening here, as we will have the second half coming up here in just a moment. Don't forget, Rock the Place night tonight for the elementary students here at BPC High School. We will have that for you and bring that to you here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Right after the conclusion of this JV game, we'll stay on this feed. And if you want to catch the varsity contest coming up later, go over to that feed at the conclusion of the Rock the Place activities here this evening. 22-18 our halftime score. It will be South Fulton basketball, I believe, to start the second half. No, it will be Spartan basketball, my apologies, to start the second half. Spartans down 4. Griffiths, King, Anderson, Groudage, and Graybill on the floor for BPC. Chenoweth, Clemens, Young, Fogelsong, and Thiner. King get the basketball. Going to kick out near corner. Graybill, 3 up and good. Christian Graybill now with 8 in the contest. And a 1-point lead after the 3-point shot by the Spartan big man, 22-21. 1-point lead for South Fulton. Young with it. He's going to drive on Groudage, go baseline, going to kick it over in the far corner underneath. Now Fogelsong with it. A nice, easy pass. Good look there for the Rebels. And Fogelsong now in double figures with 10, and the lead back to 3 at 24-21. 7 minutes, just a minute underway here in the second half. Graybill with it. Right wing now to King. Left wing now Anderson looking inside. Swinging around, Groudage with it. Nice head fake. Going to go back over to number 10, Griffiths to Graybill. Hill's going to pop another 3. This one from the right wing. It's up and good. Back-to-back threes for Christian Graybill for BPC, and we're tied at 24. They have 24-23, and should be 24-24 as Groudage checks out and Lowe back in. 3-ball up by Young for South Fulton. Lowe going to go the other way. Left hand, lost the handle on it. Goes up, blocked by Young. Ball loose on the floor. Still loose on the floor. Young picks it up. Anderson now with it for BPC, and we're going to get a timeout taken by BPC. It was 24-22 to 18. And 2 threes, that should be 24-24. Scoreboard says 24-23. I guess actually they're going to rule that one just a 2 now. So we'll get that fixed here on the scoreboard. 24-23 lead in favor of South Fulton with a 1-point lead. And Rock the Place quite up here at the completion of this junior or JV contest. Stay tuned for that. So Spartan basketball out of the timeout. Low to inbound. Inbound into the backcourt to Griffiths. Griffiths going to be picked up by Clemens. King going to set a screen on Clemens. Griffith's going to drive in, hand off to Anderson. 18-footer off the iron, no good. And we're going to get a foul over the back on Braylon Griffiths. That will be his first. And team foul number 1. We're having some issues here with our scoreboard again. Doing halves on me. Griffiths with it for BPC. Shot up, blocked, and out of bounds. Rebels with the basketball. That's Clemens. He's going to get one up off the glass. No, Fogelsong for the rebound. He's going to lose the handle out of bounds. Griffiths going to save it back in bounds. Clemens with it. No, Fogelsong going to go up. He's got nowhere to go. Going to go up off the glass and in. 26-23. So we can get our scoreboard back to where it should be here. We may just have to reset things here and try it again. See if we can get that fixed for you. And see if that fixes our issue here. There we go, got that fixed. Rebel basketball, 26-23, 4:55 to play, 4:57 to play, I should say, here in the third quarter. Full court press by BPC. Fogelsong with it. He's going to get across mid-court, going to drive in, has a shot blocked from behind by Griffiths. King with it, and now we're going to get a foul on South Fulton. Young whistled for his 4th. Team's first.
Number 32, Long, checking in for the Rebels.
Number 32 pairing Long into the ball game for South Fulton. Griffith's going to bring it up. He's going to drive the length of the floor. Reverse layup up and good. Griffiths now double figures with 10, and a 1-point lead, 26-25. Fogelsong going to go cross court over to Clemens. Thiner. Now 32 Long. Back to Fogelsong, up and good. Nice game for Fogelsong. 2 more for him, and lead back to 3 at 28-25. Griffiths to Grable. Looking around inside, going to swing around to Anderson. 4 minutes to play, halfway through the third quarter. To King. King going to go in and whistle for the travel on the spin move, and it'll go back to South Fulton here down, or with the Rebels up by 3 at 8:25, and we're going to get a timeout taken. And it's going to be another full timeout for the Rebels. 28-25 here, 3:56 to play. We can tell you about Bushnell's only furniture store. That's M&B Furniture. They are a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. So everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mnbfurniturinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. Also, Hal Enterprises and Hal Trucking are proud to be BPC sports sponsors. They can take your product down the road, near or far. And they also offer top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis, Route 41 south of Prairie City. Call them at 309-775-3333. $3:56 to go. 3-point lead for South Fulton. It'll be Rebel basketball out of the timeout. Clemens to inbound, number 22. Going to get it to Thiner. Anderson gets it over to Griffiths. Lowe's going to fire up a 3 off the back iron. No. Nice rebound. High for the rebound there by number 30, Xander Thiner. A bump there by King. Fogelsong with it. He'll go drive on Grable. Kicks off to Clemens. Tyner thought about a three from the left wing. He's going to drive in. Shot partially, I think, maybe tipped by Lowe. And the ball still loose on the floor. Picked up by the Rebels. Number 33 now to 22, Clemens. Griffiths with a near steal. It's going to go off Griffiths and stay with South Fulton with 3:11 to play. 28-25. Lead for South Fulton. 3-point lead. Clemens gets it to Fogelsong. Clemens thought about a three. He's going to fire one up from the near corner. Hits the side of the backboard. Griffiths down with a rebound. He's going to drive in and draw some contact there by Tyner on the far side. That'll be the first on Tyner and team foul number 2. Low to inbound, gets it to Anderson. Anderson going to drive baseline, going to go up off the glass. Has a block from behind by Clemens. Fogelsong down with the basketball for South Fulton. Goes the other way, lost a handle on it. King will get a hand in there. No, now we're going to get a carry palming traveling or violation on the South Fulton Rebels. .248 to play, BPC basketball. Griffiths to bring it up for the Spartans. Down to 2:35, looking for somebody to get open. Swings around to Low, now right wing. Low's going to pick up the dribble, gets to Graybill. Graybill picked up by Fogelsong, over to King. Inside, they're going to go quickly to Griffiths. He's double teamed, lost the handle. Going to try and get one up. Will get the shot up, but the foul going to be whistled on the floor. Now to go on Kyler Clemens, his first team's third. Lowe gets it to King, down to 2:15 to play. Lowe's going to fire up a three way long and rebound down to number 22, Clemens. Or Chenoweth, I should say. My apologies for South Fulton. Ball loose and picked up by South Fulton. Tyner with it, left wing, inside bounce pass to Fogelsong. And he's going to be called for a travel. Note, going to be a jump ball situation. And he'll stay with the Rebels on the alternating possession. 1:58 to play. Chenoweth, shot up, no good. Rebound down by Griffiths. He's got two low back, and it's going to be Griffiths going to float one up, and he's going to be fouled and go to the line for two. Xander Tyner whistled for the foul, his second. Team's third. Griffiths with two on the way. Spartans with just 7 points here in the quarter. First one up, no good. Second one up, no good. And rebound down to South Fulton. Fogelsong will bring it up across midcourt, picked up by King and Griffiths. Lowe now going to poke it away, and here comes BPC the other way. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with BPC. Nope, it's going to go to South Fulton. 3-point lead. As we see number 11, Jalen Robinson in for BPC. Fogelsong with it. He'll be picked up by Griffiths. A little double team there. Rebels going to get it across. Far corner, Tyner going to fire up a three off the back iron. No. Rebound tapped around and controlled by Fogelsong. He's there, an easy putback. He's now got 18 and a 30-25 lead now for South Fulton. Back to a 5-point advantage. Down to minute 8 to play in the contest. Griffiths swings it around to King. Cross court, he tried to go to a cutting Robinson and overshot him. So it'll go right back to South Fulton with 1:02 to play. Number 2, Bentley Weaver, freshman back for South Fulton, has 32. Perry Long will have a seat on the Rebel bench. Vogelsong with it, right wing, going to drive right side baseline. Picked up the dribble. Handoff shot up and good by Kyler Clemens. Other than 1-3 by Chenoweth, it's all been Clemens and Vogelsong. Now a 7-point lead for South Fulton. Clock down to 40 seconds to go. Hobbit's going to drive, reverse layup up and good. His first 2 of the night. Back to 5-point lead, 30 seconds to play. And BPC comes up with the basketball now. Anderson going to hand off to Griffiths, down to 22 seconds to play. 5-point lead for the Rebels, 32-27. Graybill, he's going to turn around and launch a 3 way too strong. King there for a nice rebound. His shot up, no, but King going to the line for 2 with 8.4 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Going to be 5th team foul on South Fulton. Dylan King back to the line. He is 1 of 2. First one up. First one is good. Give King 2 points. 32-28. 32, Perry Long back into the ball game for South Fulton. King with 1 more. It's up and it rattles around. No good. Vogelsong down with a rebound, down to 5. Long, Thiner picked up at midcourt, and the Rebels are not going to get a shot off. And that will be the end of the third quarters. We'll head to quarter number 4. 4-point lead for South Fulton. We'll be back here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School is where you head to the fourth quarter. We can tell you about McDonough District Hospital and their athletic trainers and rehabilitation center with locations at Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to Spartan student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than a hospital care, a hospital caring. Spartan basketball as we head to the fourth quarter. Griffiths with it for BPC. Kind of thought about handing off to Robinson. Picks up the dribble, going to go inside to Anderson through his hands. Gets the basketball back. Shot up off the front of the rim, no good. Nice rebound by King. Nice head fake. He's going to spin one up off the glass. No, but he'll go back to the line for 2. King 2 of 4 from the line thus far this evening for the freshman, number 23 for BPC. As you maybe you'll see the crowd filling in here as we have Rock the Place coming up following this contest here, the JV game. King no good on the first, have 1 more. King up and off on the second, no good. Vogelsong there with a rebound for South Fulton, has it blocked out of bounds by King. So we'll stay with South Fulton. King the other way. He'll go up. He's pushed from behind, and that'll be on Thiner, I believe, and that might be his third. And King back to the line. BBC really need to get some free throws here. As King goes back, and this one's short. So 4 straight misses from the line for the freshman Dylan King for BPC. As we see 22. Chenoweth, Weston Chenoweth back for South Fulton. King with one more. This one's up, and this one is good. He's going to give King 3 points on the night, and back to a 3-point lead, 32-29. Far side with it for the Rebels. That's Chenoweth, I believe, number 22. Bentley Weaver with it, freshman point guard. Now double team, going to need some help. Picks up the dribble, gets it over to Chenoweth. Going to go inside, stolen away, nearly stolen away by Dylan King. Out of bounds, it'll stay with South Fulton. Weaver going to fire up a quick 3, well short. King on the rebound. Gets it over to Griffiths. Griffiths going to go up with the left hand, has a block from behind. Griffiths hard into the floor and maybe into the bleachers. Maybe, I don't know if he hit his head off the bottom step there, rung of the bleachers on the Spartan tunnel. And he's going to be okay. Foul going to be whistled on the, nope, out of bounds on the floor, no foul. Shot up and good. Dylan King with his first field goal. He's got 5 and back to a 1-point lead for South Fulton. A steal by Anderson for BPC. Gets it over to Griffiths. Down to 6:40 to play here in the opening or fourth quarter. Griffiths going to set up the Spartan offense at the Spartan logo. Robinson going to drive in, picks up the dribble, gets it to King, over to Griffiths. Anderson trying to post up inside on Weaver. And that's going to go to Anderson. His shot up, in and good. Thomas Anderson, his first 2, and that'll put BPC back on top, 33-32. Down to 6:10 now to play, as that is Chenoweth going to be double teamed. Now to Fogelsong. Fogelsong's going to spin in and going to be whistled for the traveling violation. Good job by Graybill on the help with Anderson. Vander Thiner back into the ball game for the Rebels. 33 back also, that is Kyler Clemens. And 31 back for BPC, Braden Lowe. Under 6 to play, 5:55 to go. Griffiths right wing. Picked up the dribble, going to go inside to Anderson. Anderson's going to spin one up off the glass, off the front of the iron, no good. And rebound down to South Fulton. And number 22, Weston Chenoweth will bring it up. Tries to go inside to Thiner and poked away by Griffiths and King. 5.5 to play. Griffiths will bring it up across midcourt. Looking for someone, gets to Lowe on the right wing. Back to Griffiths. He's going to pick up the dribble up, left wing now to Lowe. Thought almost traveled with it, back to Griffiths. King left wing, picked up by Clemens inside Anderson. Shot up and good. Thomas Anderson with 4 straight, and BPC pushes the lead to 3 now, 35-32. 4:55 to play. And we're going to go timeout by South Fulton here with 4:53 to play. We'll just keep it right here as it is a 30-second timeout. We can tell you about WIU, Western Illinois University. Leathernecks don't just blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there's limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. Also brought to you by Midwest Ice. Do you need ice for your upcoming event? Look no further. Midwest Ice has you covered. Midwest Ice is Central Illinois' newest ice delivery service. We deliver ice directly to your event. Give Blaine Wrench a call at 309-351-8192 for a quote today. It is South Fulton basketball out of the timeout. They trail by 3, 35-32. Chenoweth to inbound. Gets it into Thiner. Over to Young. Young Near corner to Chenoweth. They're going to go inside to Clemens, and his shot rolls around. No rebound down to BPC. Dylan King quickly the other way past Steiner, up and good. King with 5 in the quarter. Now a 5-point Spartan lead at 37-32. And turnover by Young as he tried to go to Chenoweth, and actually they're going to say it's going to stay with South Fulton. Highlight the pass well over anybody in a Spartan uniform, but it'll stay with South Fulton. Chenoweth gets it to Thiner. Far wing to Young. Sear Young gonna float one up, and he gets his first 2 of the contest. Back to 3-point lead. 37-34, 4:05 to play. Here in the fourth quarter, JV contest. Don't forget varsity game coming up here in just a little bit. Low, going to go inside to Anderson, double teamed. He's going to put the ball on the floor, has it poked away, got it back. Over to Low now, right in front of Coach Yoko. Graybill left wing. 2 Low, down to 3:45 to go. Chenoweth now, or Griffiths with the basketball. Number 10, the freshman for BPC. Directing traffic, looking inside, going to go inside of Graybill, and poked away by Vogelsong, and South Fulton with the basketball. Young, right-hand dribble, spin move on Griffiths, now to Thiner. Inside they go to Vogelsong. His shot up, no good. Rebound down to Griffiths for BPC. Nearly carried the basketball there for the Spartans, but Griffiths will set up the offense to Low, left wing. 3:05 to go inside. They try to go to Graybill, and they're going to get a reach in on Vogelsong, and that, I believe, will his 4th. Nope, just his 3rd. Team's 3rd. As Griffiths to inbound for BPC. Gets it into King. King picked up by Clemens. King going to drive and floats one out to Griffiths. Griffiths going to drive baseline. Spin move back to King. King, 14-footer off the front of the rim, no good. And over the back foul called on Christian Graybill. That'll be his 2nd and team's 1st. 37-34 in favor of BPC. Young with it, right wing to Thiner. Cross court to Chenoweth. Young going to be picked up by Lowe, and he's going to foul Young as Young made a move to the basket. His 1st. Team 2nd on BPC. Young's going to drive in, has his pass blocked. Picked up, though, by Young. Graybill straight up on the, looked like straight up, and they're going to get Graybill on his 3rd and put number 33, Kyler Clemens, to the line. Nope, they're going to get Anderson. My apologies. That's his 3rd, team's 3rd, and that will put Kyler Clemens to the line for 2 for South Fulton. First one up and no good. He'll have one more. 3-point Spartan lead, I should say, 37-34. Second one up, and it rattles off the front iron and in. Gives him 7 on the contest. Back to 2-point advantage for BPC, 2:25 to go. Griffiths picked up by Thiner. He's going to drive in, picks up the dribble, cross court to Lowe. Lowe's going to fire up a 3 and hits. Brayton Lowe now with 5 for BPC, and the lead back to 5 at 40-35, down to 2:02 to play. Thiner with it for the Rebels, picked up by Griffiths. Far corner, Clemens going to fake the 3, drives in, shot no. Vogelsong there for the rebound, and his shot no. And we're going to get a foul on BPC and a couple of free throws for Riley Vogelsong, and the foul going to be whistled on Tristan Graybill, his 3rd, team's 4th. So Vogelsong with 2 upcoming free throws. First one up and off, no good. Off the back iron, 5-point lead for BPC. Minute 52 to play. Vogelsong with 1 more. Vogelsong with 18 in the contest, make it 19 as he hits the second. Backed up 4-point lead, and the Rebels with a steal now on the inbound. And that's Clemens to Thiner, inside to Clemens. Chenoweth with it now, back to Thiner, down to minute 38 to play. Young, he's going to drive in, right hand, picked up the dribble, going to go outside. Thiner pipes a 3 off, no good. Rebound down to low for BPC. And Coach Jokum going to take a full timeout for BPC with a 4-point advantage, a minute 28 to play. We're going to step aside. We'll be back here in just a moment. You're tuned in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 1:28 to play, 4-point BPC lead. They'll have the basketball out of the timeout. We're brought to you by Bond Plus. They're proud to have served Macomb in the surrounding area for over 20 years, providing cash for most items of value. Bond Plus is the area's largest seller of used items, including firearms. They also provide on-site jewelry repairs. Are open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday. They have a great selection of jewelry, electronics, tools, and video games located at 324 West Jackson Street in Macomb between Airco and Taco Bell. Spartan basketball, 4-point lead. Dylan King, number 23, will inbound for the Spartans. Gets it to Griffiths, picked up by Thiner. Free throw line, going to kick it out. Anderson. Back to Griffiths, down to a minute 15. They now picked up, that is 33, Clemens, and Clemens going to be whistled for the foul.
Foul on 33, Clemens, his second. Team fourth.
Team's fourth as his second. Down to minute 8. Griffiths with it. He's going to drive baseline, going to get bumped by Xander Thiner. And that will be that's actually Thiner's fifth. My apologies. He'll foul out with no points. Griffiths at the line, 4-2. First one up and off the back iron, no good. Griffiths 0 of 3 from the line thus far as we're down to 64 seconds to play. Griffiths with one more. And this one's up and rattles down good. That's going to give him 11. 4-point lead for BPC, 5-point lead, 41-36. And a traveling violation on Young for South Fulton. Will give it right back to BPC with 56.3 seconds to play. Griffiths with it. Griffiths with it. Down to 41 seconds. Picked up by 32. Clemens. Vogelsong now guarding Graybill to King. Down to 30 seconds to play. Spartans up 5. Now to Anderson. Anderson's going to be hounded, and a 30-second timeout going to be taken by Coach Jokum as Thomas Anderson in a little bit of trouble there. So Spartans down to 4 timeouts. 2:33 left. Actually, both teams now with just 2 timeouts remaining. My apologies. There we go. We're brought to you by Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar. Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcast at Sports Corner at 124. While enjoying your favorite cold drink, some of the best food in West Central Illinois, stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. Griffiths gets it to Grable. Hand off to Griffiths, down to 19 seconds to play. And Griffith's going to be fouled by Clemens, Kyler Clemens. Nope, they're going to get, my apologies, that's going to go on long. And Griffith's back to the line for 2 for BPC. 5-point lead, 41-36. First one up and in and out. Spins around, no good for Griffiths. Rock the Place coming up here just in a few moments here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll have that event right after the conclusion of this JV contest. Griffiths up, and second one in and out, no good. South Fulton quickly the other way. That is Clemens, number 33. He's going to fire up shot short, rebound down to Graybill. Out to Griffiths, down to 3, and that will do it as BPC is going to come back from down 4 at the half to win the JV contest, 41-36. Again, we will keep it here for Rock the Place activities. As Adam's getting us all set up here. Zoom out a little bit and bring us the festivities here. As they wait for the players to clear the floor. Again, Rock the Place getting ready to happen here at BPC High School. The elementary students will do their dances that they've been working on all week with the BPC cheerleaders. As now we get the pre-K kids out on the floor right now, as you'll see them coming out. (41-36) the final score here. So try and get these people out of the way here before this starts. Rock the Place again here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School. That's pre-K and maybe kindergarten, first and second, I believe, up now. That would be third grade in the green shirts. Granddaughter out getting ready to shake her thing out there on the dance floor. Hey, it's kindergarten in first in red, second and third in the green, and fourth and fifth, I believe, in the yellow. And I can honestly say I've never talked through a Rock the Place before, but anxious to see as the cheerleaders and the elementary school kids do such a fantastic job with this. They got everybody situated where they're supposed to be now, or getting close to that point. Thanks again for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH's final. There you can see on the screen 41-36 in the JV contest as BPC will pick up the win. I think they got everybody set now, and set to go. Having some issues on the far side, it looks like, with the music not playing as it's supposed to. And here we go. Now the second and third graders, I believe. Now our fourth and fifth graders. And that will put a wrap on our Rock the Place night activities. Great job, as always, from the cheerleaders and the kids from the Bushnell-Prairie City Elementary School. As the crowd gives them a big round of applause. Great job. As they will exit the floor, and that means we will exit our broadcast here for the JV contest. Again, 41-36 in favor of South Fulton, or BPC, with the 5-point victory, as the Spartans came back from being down 5 at the half to win it 41-36. We will step aside and we'll be back with the varsity broadcast in just a few minutes here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back, as we said, with the varsity contest in just a moment. You're tuned in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.